like it or not, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were the biggest story from the 2023 NFL season. On an almost weekly basis, it was front-page news if she would be attending the Kansas City Chiefs games or not. While this drove some away from the sport, it made perfect sense for the couple to be talked about as much as they were. This relationship has made Kelce more popular than he could have possibly been on his own, and Swift was able to bring in a whole new generation of women into the NFL sphere. One of the greatest tight ends of all time on the best team in the league, dating arguably the biggest musician in the world, is a storyline that the NFL could not have cooked up even in their wildest dreams. Today, we will break down the careers of Swift and Kelce up to this point, some of their biggest and most talked about moments as a couple, and what could be in store for them. Taylor Swift's career up to this point. Taylor Swift is one of, if not the biggest musician in the entire world. There are few in the history of music that sell as well as she does. As of 2019, she had already sold over 200 million records. On Spotify, she averages 103.3 million listeners a month and over 26 billion streams in 2023 alone. Swift has been named the Global Recording Artist of the Year 3 times. 6 of her albums have had over 1 million sales in their opening week. Along with this, she is the highest-grossing female touring act on the back of a world tour that brought in over $1 billion in just 60 shows. Swift has also established herself as the most streamed woman on both Spotify and Apple Music. She made history as the first person in history to become a billionaire, with music being their main source of income. Swift was named the Time Person of the Year in 2023 and is regarded as one of the greatest artists of all time. Thus far, she has taken home 14 Grammy Awards, including 4 Album of the Year wins, a Primetime Emmy Award, 40 American Music Awards, 40 Billboard Music Awards, and 23 MTV Video Music Awards. She has even had a large impact on the Kansas City Chiefs in the single season that she cheered for the team. It has been estimated that in only one season she added $331.5 million to Kansas City's brand value. Travis Kelce's career up to this point. Travis Kelce's NFL career got off to a slow start. In his rookie season, he only saw the field in one game and did not have a single reception. However, in the 2014 season, he was able to establish himself as the team starter for a majority of the year. Kelce would break out in the 2015 season, making his first Pro Bowl appearance in his first season of becoming the team's full-time starter. He made another big jump and had his first 1,000-yard receiving season the following year, meaning another trip to the Pro Bowl and his first All-Pro First Team's nod. Despite missing a game in the 2017 season, Kelce was still able to finish the year with 1,038 yards and 8 touchdowns. In 2018, Patrick Mahomes would take over as the team starter, and he and Kelce would automatically have an incredible connection. Travis made a return to the All-Pro First Team and set what was at the time a career high in both receiving yards and touchdowns with 13, 36, and 10 respectively. The 2019 season would see Kelce winning his first Super Bowl as the Chiefs took down the San Francisco 49ers by a final score of 31-20. Kelce finished the game with 6 receptions for 43 yards and a touchdown. Coming off of their Super Bowl title, Kelce had the best regular season of his career, finishing the year with 14, 16, and 11 touchdowns, which still stand as career highs in both metrics. They made a return to the Super Bowl this season as well. However, they were sent home by a final score of 9-31 at the hands of Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kelce would regress a bit statistically, but the Chiefs were still one of the top teams in the league, making it all the way to the AFC Championship before getting beat by the Cincinnati Bengals. Kansas City made a return to the Super Bowl in the 2022 season. In the regular season, Kelce totaled 110 receptions, 1,338 receiving yards, and 12 touchdowns, setting career highs in both receptions and touchdowns. Travis was forced to play against his brother Jason in the Super Bowl in what many deemed the Kelce Bowl. Travis and the Chiefs would come out victorious by a final score of 38-35, giving Kelce his second Super Bowl title. Despite Kelce being one of the most talked about players in the entire NFL during the 2023 season, he would have one of his worst seasons since 2015, finishing the regular season with 984 yards and 5 touchdowns. Despite this, he would come up when it mattered most in the playoffs, picking up 355 and 3 touchdowns in the Chiefs' 4-game postseason run. Travis would take home his third Super Bowl after Kansas City once again took down the 49ers in overtime by a final score of 25-22. As it currently stands, Kelce has made the Pro Bowl 9 times, the All-Pro team 7 times, won 3 Super Bowls, was named to the Hall of Fame All-2010s team, and without a doubt has a spot waiting for him in the Hall of Fame once he becomes eligible. Currently, there is strong discourse going on in the NFL world on whether Kelce is the greatest tight end to ever play the game or if the title still goes to Rob Gronkowski. Heading into the 2024 season, Kelce ranks 4th all-time in receptions and also 4th in receiving yards for tight ends. How Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift met. In July heading into the 2023 season, Kelce went to one of the shows on Swift's Eras tour with a friendship bracelet in an attempt to make a move. For weeks his gesture went unnoticed. However, one thing would lead to another and they would end up being the most talked about couple of the year. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's biggest moments as a couple. Some notable moments between the two came when Swift attended her first Chiefs game. Following a win by Kansas City, the two would be seen leaving together. Weeks later, Kelce attended another one of Swift's concerts where she would notoriously change the lyrics in one of her songs Karma to reference him. Throughout the season, Taylor was able to meet Travis's mom, dad, and brother in a shared box at the Kansas City home games. It has been disclosed that both parents are almost as head over heels for her as their son is. Jumping forward to the AFC Championship where the Chiefs took down the Baltimore Ravens by a final score of 17-10, the couple would be seen embracing on the field following the game. Mike's picked up the conversation between the two where Travis said he loved her and Taylor telling him that she had never been so proud of anyone. Leading up to the Super Bowl, many wondered and speculated on if Swift would be able to make it to the big game as she had a show in Japan the night prior. However, due to the different time zones and access to a private jet, she was able to make it to Las Vegas with time to spare. Once again, the two celebrated together as the Chiefs received their Super Bowl trophy. Videos following the ceremony have since been released showing the two partying the night away, even being seen in one club with Swift's parents. What is next for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's relationship? While there has been a lot of negativity surrounding the couple and many believing that they would not last, it appears that the relationship between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is here to stay. The two have made their feelings for each other very clear, and it does appear that there is a genuine connection. Both families have appeared to like each other, and for the time being everything is on the up and up. This relationship is also extremely beneficial for both of their brands as well. Kelce is bigger than he has ever been, the NFL is seeing a spike in female viewership, and Swift being such a big part of the season has exposed her to many who likely would not have listened to her music otherwise and sets her up perfectly to potentially perform at the Super Bowl halftime show next year. While a lot could change in a short amount of time, it appears that this is a couple that is here to stay.